What if your own father taught you the value of time using just an old watch? A powerful story about realizing what truly matters before too late. Once in a quiet town in the Midwest, there lived an old man named Robert. He was deeply troubled by his son, Jake, a 22-year-old who had no job, no goals, and spent his days roaming around town doing absolutely nothing. One day, Robert had enough. He called Jake over and said, "Son, there's an old watch in the cabinet inside. Bring it to me." Jake walked in, found a vintage wristwatch, and brought it to his dad. Robert looked at him and said, "Now take this watch to town. Ask everyone you meet how much they'd pay for it." Jake did exactly that. At the local market, some people offered $10, some $15, one guy said $8. Jake returned and told his father, "Dad, nobody thought it was worth more than a few bucks." Robert nodded and said, "All right. Put the watch back. We'll talk tomorrow." The next morning, Robert called Jake again. "Go get the same watch, but this time, don't ask about its price. Ask people how much they'd pay for the time at showing." Jake looked confused. "What do you mean? Who would pay for that?" But he still obeyed. This time, when he asked people how much they'd pay for the time on the watch, most looked at him like he was crazy. Some laughed, some ignored him, others just walked away shaking their heads. Feeling embarrassed, Jake decided to ask just one more person, an old man running a tiny repair shop. As soon as Jake asked the question, the old man smiled. "Son," he said, "you can pay millions, and still never buy back a single second of time. You can't pause it. Can't rewind it. Time is free, but it's also the most priceless thing you'll ever have." He paused and added, "You know what's both good and bad about time? The bad news, it flies. The good news, you're a pilot." Jake stood silent. It hit him. That day, something changed inside him. He returned home, handed the watch to his dad, and told him everything. Robert smiled. His lesson had worked. From that day on, Jake started living differently, valuing each moment, working hard, and building a life with purpose. Moral: time is free, but it's the most expensive thing you'll ever waste. You can't own it. You can only spend it. So spend it wisely.